students. Do you know what I just did? I took in the three states of matter, solid, liquid, and a gas. So are you ready to explore three states of matter with me? I'm sure you all are familiar with the three states of matter, that is solid, liquid, and a gas. When we look at something, our brain automatically knows is it a solid, liquid, or a gas. In this video, we were going to make comparison between the three states of matter. We will compare them based on their properties. Property number 1, shape and volume. Property number 2, compressibility. Now first we will compare the shape and volume of the solids. First we will take up with the solids. As you can see here, sphere, cube, cuboid. For solids, the shape is fixed. It does not change. Now another question, now do the solids have a fixed volume? Again the answer is yes, because the space that the solid occupies does not change and the volume is fixed, as we can calculate the volume of the following objects which are placed on the table. For example, cube, the volume of the cube is a cube. Then next, the volume of the cuboid is length into breadth into height. Then next, sphere, which is having the volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. Next, the JBL, which is in the form of the cylinder, having the volume pi r 2h. Now, next point is compressibility. Generally, solids are difficult to compress. For example, I can't compress the things which are lying on the table. But exception is the sponge are easily compressible. So, sponge, though it is a solid, but it can be easily compressible. Now, you have to find out the answer for this. Students, in the earlier video, you have seen the properties of the solid. That is, they are having fixed shape and fixed volume, and they are incompressible. Now let's talk about liquids. Liquids have fixed volume but no fixed shape. I'm going to prove these two points with one single experiment. I have taken water in a beaker. As you can see, there is 100 ml. Now I just transfer this water in all the different containers one by one. Look carefully the change in the shape and the volume. First I transfer the water from the beaker to the bottle here. Then I'll transfer to the glass here. What is the final volume? It is equal to the 100 ml, which is equal to the original volume that we were having in the beaker. So we conclude that liquid have fixed volume but they don't have fixed shape. Now let's talk about the next property, that is compressibility of liquids. Here I am having a plastic bottle. If we crush the plastic bottle, it shows the incompressibility. That is, it is non-compressible. It is because of the air inside it that help us to compress it. If I completely fill this bottle, I need to be a superwoman to compress it. So liquids are almost incompressible like solids. So let's check out the properties of liquids. They don't have fixed shape. They have fixed volume. Number 3, they are incompressible. Now after solid and liquid, we will talk about gases. Gases, they neither have a fixed shape nor a fixed volume. Now, just like liquid, gases take the shape of the container. One difference is there, liquid have fixed volume, but gases don't have fixed volume. So, the volume of the gas is equal to the volume of the container. Gases, that brings next point is compressibility. Gases are highly compressible. I can easily squeeze the balloon. I can easily crush the air in the bottle. More of the gas can be fixed in small container, like CNG stored in the cylinders at high pressure. So, we conclude that gases do not have fixed shape or no fixed volume. They are compressible. So I will ask two questions from you. Solids are generally incompressible, but sponge is a solid, but still it is compressible. Please find out the answer for the same question. Thank you.